What's up, guys and gals? I'm in downtown LA right now, about to go to E3, bring you guys with me, have another experience video, have some fun, look at some gaming stuff, and just enjoy the trip. Let's do this. So first off, if you guys are looking for some specific product coverage, check out the link above where John covered the Xbox One S and the new controllers. When you first walk into E3, you realize there's nothing quite like it. It is video game heaven, as they put it in one of their snap codes. Just tons and tons of people everywhere. And while there's new games being announced and all sorts of stuff, what really interested me was the big sort of set pieces that companies like Forza, Gran Turismo, PlayStation VR had created. And the first thing I got to try out was actually Forza Motorsport 6, but not just on a regular controller, on this insane seated moving rig thing. And this is kind of E3 on steroids. They take the video games that you know and love, or at least that style of video game, and they take it to a whole nother level with characters, with set pieces, with sound. It turned a simple game into a spectacle. Next, I swung by the new Gears of War booth. Nothing too crazy happening there. It was more just like press stuff, lots of trailers, but there were some cool action figures and models that I think you'll find interesting if you are a Gears of War fan, much like I am. What was a bit more fascinating and maybe a little strange was what Gran Turismo had done. It seemed like it was almost a direct shot at Forza and Microsoft. So while they had that big single moving chair thing for you to steer and feel like you're really racing a car, the Sony Gran Turismo area had like 10, 20 of these pods. They weren't moving and they were seated, but they did have a steering wheel and pedals, and people were racing against each other. Next, moving on to the Razer booth, they had some pretty cool stuff. Mainly they were trying to showcase the best of what they've got, from the Blade with the Core, to the Blade Stealth, to their mouses, keyboards, all sorts of awesome stuff, and what the ultimate Razer setup would really look like. And at the front of the booth, they had featured their Overwatch series of products. Next, I swung back around to the other side of the PlayStation booth and checked out PlayStation VR. There was a super long line and I had to go film, so I didn't get to try it out there. However, I did see Batman Arkham on VR, and that was super exciting because that is one of my favorite games, and to see it in virtual reality, I think it'll do really well. So I can't wait to try out a press demo of that because we didn't really see it play on screen, unfortunately. And those were the really big noteworthy things that I got to check out at E3. For those of you who haven't been, E3 in my opinion isn't really about checking out specific new updates and releases. Like, that's cool for sure. It's more about going and hanging out with the full gaming community to meet people much like yourself who are gonna nerd out over the things that you love. For example, it wasn't just Rock Band, it was Rock Band with people actually going up and performing in front of a crowd. Like you guys saw with Forza, it was more than just holding a controller and pretending you're racing in your living room. E3 takes everything up another notch in the world of gaming, and I think that's the fun of it. Literally, as I was walking out to go back to my car, this was the last thing I saw.
Oh shit. Holy shit! Get out of the way.
And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm walking right now to my car. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. And before letting you guys go, I want to thank our friends over at Atlassian. They make awesome collaborative software for you and your team to work together, to communicate, to stay in touch, and make awesome products, whatever it is that your company does. Through Jira, you can assign and manage tasks for any project. Through Confluence, you can share and organize data and results. And with HipChat, you can stay in touch via instant message and video chat. Check them out at Atlassian.com. That's Atlassian.com.